everyone, and welcome to a brand new IB podcast series called Perspectives Unbound. We are thrilled to have Mr. Deepak Sharma with us today in campus, and we just had a brilliant guest speaker session with him. Mr. Deepak has an IB Diploma and is a postgraduate in business management. With over 13 years of experience in digital marketing, he currently serves as the Director for Media Services at Omnicom Media Group. In addition to his corporate role, I believe you also have a lot of entrepreneurial ventures in both the education and automotive industries. He is the founder of a multi-brand automotive service center in Greater Noida, focusing on elevating service standards in the industry through ethical practices. So, Mr. Sharma, we would love to take you back in time and understand how was your IB education journey in the diploma program?
Okay, so I think I would classify my IB diploma journey, although it happened a long time ago, but it was very fruitful and satisfying. It didn't feel like it at the time. There was oftentimes, you would question the rigor of it. It was very rigorous, but I think it set me up well for what came later in life. Graduation, post-graduation, and generally, there was a lot of qualities I was able to take with me into the workplace as well. Collaborating with different people of different mindsets, solving problems individually as well as collaboratively, the discipline of working hard, and just doing a lot more with your time. Time management was also a key skill I picked up during my IB program. All in all, I think it served me well. There's a lot to take away in the way it shapes you, even outside of the curriculum. The way it develops your personality, I think, is very useful.
During your IBDP journey, or even after it, did you have any particular plans in place that you ended up actually making them fruitful?
Right. Okay, so I had a vague idea which direction I wanted to go in life. Economics was my favorite subject during IB. So I knew that I would end up in the business or the economics field somewhere. I post my IB diploma, I went on to do BBA and then MBA eventually. But coincidentally, there was a lot of overlap in the academic curriculum. So the IB program gave me a good foundation on the academic side as well. There was a lot of concepts which were repeated later on in graduation and post-graduation as well.
As you've mentioned throughout this quick podcast, you believe your IB diploma journey has impacted you in real life. But is there any particular ways you would like to share with our audience on how your DP journey has helped you in particularly your approach to market strategies and decision making?
Okay, so IB definitely gave me an international perspective. I was in a school where there were students from different ethnicities, different social backgrounds, regional backgrounds as well. So getting them together in one room, having them undertake the same journey gives you a lot of perspective. How people with different backgrounds approach certain situations, challenges, and solve certain problems. So it gave me a solid foundation then. And then in my marketing roles as well, I was able to leverage that prior experience and exposure into developing marketing strategies. For example, I knew culturally what North Americans were like, Europeans were like, Middle Eastern folks were like. That exposure has helped tremendously.
Thank you for your insights. The IB program often involves data analysis and interpretation, especially in when it comes to almost every subject. We have something that relates to interpretation of data. So how do you leverage data and analytics in your marketing strategies that you employ now?
Right. So I'm in the digital marketing field, obviously. And one big advantage of digital marketing is that there's a lot of data that is collected, and a lot of decision making and strategization happens on the basis of how that data is collected, processed, refined, and interpreted as well. Right. So every action that you do on the internet is tracked somewhere or the other. So again, the critical thinking that I developed during the IB program, and the way you develop outside the box thinking or looking at a situation from multiple dimensions is serving me well in my marketing role as well. This whole industry focuses a lot on data manipulation, data processing, data interpretation, the foundations of which again go back to my IB days.
As you've talked, you've already mentioned a lot about how the IBDP helps set a base or foundation to build upon later in the year. But I would also like to know, as these principles that we all learn in our DP program influence your leadership style and team management in your field?
Has it influenced my leadership style? Yes, I would say so, because again, that whole exposure of working with people from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and I work in a multinational company today, dealing with clients, stakeholders from various parts of the world who are culturally different as well. It gave me an understanding and appreciation of how to understand people at a cultural level, and then help them achieve success and bring about operational efficiency in spite of those differences, and how they can bring different value to a situation and to a team.
Thank you so much for your time. This was a lovely.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Happy to have interacted with you all.